All right, this was about Jam Master Jay's alleged murderers, his godson, and his childhood friend. Now, I'm going to speak on the comments because I've seen a lot of comments, not only in the video I did yesterday, go check it out, or the videos that, other people have been doing, but I've seen a lot of the comments, they're saying that these two brothers was foul and they was dead wrong for doing it. And that's why I'm here to give you the street perspective so you understand how this thing go, and hopefully it deter y'all from wanting to run the streets. So let's get this thing popping and then we gonna ride. While the intro plays, subscribe, hit the like button and notification. Let's get it moving. All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. You already know this is about Jam Master Jay. I took this picture down for a minute because I want to speak on this before I put it up. Check it out, right? I seen a lot of the comments, everybody saying that it's foul. As a matter of fact, I got my joint here. Let me read a couple. You know what I mean? Because it's what they saying. And I want y'all to really understand how serious this game is. They said it's always be the ones closest to you. It's a damn shame. Another one said, it's always someone you know. It's never a stranger. Right? 20 to life, no longer enough, They need life is what someone say. Now, when you go saying that, a person is out here, they doing their thing, and they hustle in the street, I want y'all to know what it's like to really hustle in the street. When you hustle in the street, anything goes. And that's where the civilians and bloggers that's never been in the street get it misconstrued and confused, and then they jump out there and they make crazy Lilliputious ass statements, talking about, oh, it was wrong. Before I go any further, I want to say this. I want to say rest in peace to Jam Master Jay and my brother Khalif, a.k.a. Peter Hall. All right? Now, I want to just say rest in peace to Jam Master Jay, but I have to give you all the facts. Now, it's alleged that he was dealing in drugs. I wish the bloggers would stop saying that he was dealing in drugs and he was drug trafficking, because that's what they put out there. The man went to his grave without getting a drug trafficking charge, so let's stop that off the rip. But as far as his godson and his childhood friends being the one, that killed him, I want y'all to understand what goes on in the street, right? In the street, if you violate someone or play with their money, a lot of dudes, if you play with their women too, those are the, but I love a dog cats. But if you violate somebody's money, that's punishable by death, and all bets are off for whatever arrangements you had. Not promoting violence, just giving it to you 100. Now, they said that Jam Master Jay allegedly cut his godson and his childhood friend out of approximate $200,000 deal. You don't know how much that $200,000 meant to these men. Now, so you don't know how far they're going to go. So that's why I want y'all out there, you youngins, to understand and pay attention. Don't go getting involved in the street and thinking that it's sweet. You have your own set of Twitter finger rules, and then we got street rules. So all these little comments that everybody's putting in that never been out there, and then think you're going to go out there and do what you want to do and, and sell drugs, scam, do this and that, make an agreement with somebody that you're going to pay them X amount or break them off X amount of percent for whatever the thing is. You're going to split it 50-50. And then when the money come in, then you say, well, I don't really need you to do this part. Yeah, you're the one that set it up. But why do I have to give you a cut out of mine when it's my money being put up? So you have nothing to do with it. If instead of giving you 50% of the profit from the deal, I'm just going to give you $5,000. Just giving you scenarios, Now, we talking about 200,000. allegedly. So let's say it's 200,000. So they looking at it like it's three of them. They're going to bust that down the middle three ways. So that, what's that, like 90-something thousand a piece? You're not 90, because, you know, the rat bastards is going to be on me. That's like 80,000 a piece, roughly, you know, that they was looking at getting. So let's say, hypothetically, he promised them that he was going to give them, you know, bust it down 3 ways, but instead he's only gonna give them 5,000 because they set up the deal. It's his money, so therefore why should he have to pay them? Because da da da, and then whatever. Now the deal and the bond has been broken. You know the old saying that goes, you know, word is bond. Word is bond. That you give your life before you let your word fail. Well, on the street, they take that literally. Nobody controls what comes out your mouth, off your tongue, but you. When they locked me up and gave me life plus 20 years in prison, and while I served my 26 and a half years in federal prison, let's not forget the half, while I served that in federal prison, that's the only thing they didn't take from me, was my mind and my tongue. So I could say what I want to say, and it's up to me to stand on it to show that I'm in control of these things, you know? And, you know, people say, oh, they're disloyal because, you know, they murdered their own godfather and, you know, their childhood friend. Listen, I'm going to give it to you raw, man. I'm going to give it to you raw. I don't know how long I'm going to be up here because I'm just giving it to you raw. Now, if your brother violate and try and take your money and welch on a deal, it's up to you how far you take it. If you choose to take his life, that's a part of the rules because he gave his word and he violated. There's no gray area, there's no middle line. Anybody that don't agree with that, I give you a round of applause. Anybody that don't believe in taking your brother's life for robbing you and welching on a deal, regardless if it's $200,000 or $200. In the street, you got the right to take his life. Anybody that don't agree with that, you're on the right path, you're a civilian, and that's where I'm at today, and that's where I'm trying to stay. But when I ran these mean streets of New York City, I want y'all to fully understand, when I ran these streets of New York City, these were the rules. Just like Curtis Blow said, these are the breaks. You can't violate your word and think that you get a do-over. There is no do-over. That's the problem. You got dudes playing on social media and YouTube and TikTok and all this stuff, and they just texting all these crazy comments. Oh, he dead wrong. Oh, they did this, they did that. Look, my brother caught 2 to the head. 2 things he could have done. One, he either violated or he was slipping. Those are the 2 ways you get canceled out the game in the street. You slipping or you violate. And there's different ways of violating. And there's different ways of slipping. Slipping. Let me ride and give you one. Now, you slipping. We just leave a club. It's late night. You drunk. You got your shine on. You doing your thing in the club. And you got wolves in there. Now they watching you. You know you in the club where there's wolves. Now, you get ready to leave. You a little tipsy or you sober. You get in the car. And nowadays, y'all get on your cell phone. And you start and talking. Say, yeah, baby, I'm coming to knock your back out. I'm going to do this and that. I miss you. Or I'm good and drunk. I'm Henny. I got the Henny rod for you. And you talking all this madness. But you're not watching your back. You're not watching your rear view mirror. And then now you pull up at a stoplight or you pull up at your house. When you pull up at the stoplight or a house and then here come the wolves jump out and they lay you down and they either put 2 in your head or they put you in the trunk and try and get the bag of money. That's slipping. Y'all follow me with this? That's slipping. Now, here goes another one. You know what's funny, though, because I'm riding. You know what's funny? Somebody put in the comments that there was some old clown trying to diss me again. You know you're going to get that when your numbers get up, you know. Talking about who wants to listen to a old washed up kingpin and he's in the 80s and still in the 90s. This is still happening today. These buildings behind me was around in the 90s. And you still pay rent, you still pay light, you still fix the plumbing, and you still fix the electricity. So when you run the streets, these things still happen. You slip, you're not paying attention, you get caught, you violate somebody, you don't pay your bills, you welch on an agreement, you lose your life. That never changed. Y'all just don't see it no more because you got these dudes that just want a Twitter finger and they not really about it. Then they said, you know, who wants to listen to that? The people that want to prevent going there, listen to me. The people that want to prevent going there, listen to me. Your mind is so small. The small-minded people, right? The small-minded people, they say, oh, you just talking about old stories. Old stories is in the cipher, and everything stays in that cipher and never leaves. Different people it affects at different times. When you catch a cold in 2022, someone else is going to catch that cold in 2023, in 2025, and in 2050. 40 years from now. It never changes. So me giving y'all the jewels on what's happening in the streets today by letting you know what happened yesterday, 20, 30 years or 40 or 50 years ago, you're supposed to welcome that. So Mr. Hater, you know what I mean? That's what we're going to call you. Mr. Hater. I'm not going to say no names. He didn't say my name, and I'm not even going to go there. But we're not even going to say no names. But I want you to understand that, yo, this is knowledgeable people that want to learn about the streets to be prevented from going to the streets because they don't know how serious this could get. They don't know how serious this could get, so they run on the streets and they try and scam, they try and do this and that. But I did 26 years of my life in prison because I screwed up. I poisoned my community. I was slipping and I got caught and I went to prison for life plus 20 and I served 26 and a half years. I could take my responsibility for that. Then you'll get the haters that say, well, I never went to jail. But you've been living in a prison all your life and you're still living in a prison. You're so much in a prison that you're worried about what another man is doing instead of worried about where you need to go and do what you need to do to get where you got to go. But instead you're watching Unique Mecca Audio. You don't have to watch Unique. Unique didn't ask you. Yo, I blocked over 40,000 clowns like you. Only when you say something stupid. But you tune in, not saying nobody in particular, just talking about the haters and the rat bastards and flip-flop wearing and public trolls. They tune in and watch Unique Mecca Audio. And then they say, oh man, he's glorifying, oh he's this, oh he's that. Don't criticize me, do you. And make you work for you because what I'm doing is working for me. And I have proof for that. I got a phone. You know, I got a phone that I went out and brought with the money that they said I'm begging for Cash App. I'm being Reverend Ike. You know what I mean? I went and bought a phone, top of the line I-15, and I answer this joint when the people call. Can your people reach you that you're trying to convince that, you know, I'm doing something wrong by talking about, you know, the 80s and 90s? That was 1988, 1990, 92, 93 that I sold drugs. And here we go. You got a trial going on right now that they just ended where two men got found guilty. Well, Godson and a childhood friend for killing, you know, their comrade. So how does what happened in the 80s don't equate to what's happening in 2024? I'm a little lost. Or you're just trying to be a hater. You know, but let me get back to this because I want y'all to understand. Because either they don't know the rules or they know they never been a part of the game for real to know the depths of the rules. My brother robbed me, I shot him. End of story. I didn't kill him, I shot him. Mama said you don't want that on your conscience. One of the homies wanted their father's herb gates. That means reefer spot. He murdered his father for the reefer spot. Now that's sick, isn't it? Isn't me shooting my brother, this dude killing his father? Isn't that sick? If you believe that's sick, you're on the right path. But when I was knee deep in the street, my brother took it, he got to pay. If I take it, I got to pay. If my brother would have shot me for taking something from him, I would have welcomed that because that's a part of the game. Because I violated. If you violate, you could lose with your life. It depends on the degree that the person that you violate want to take it to. Just like you social media clowns and rat bastards, you talk crap. You don't know how far these guys you're talking about on YouTube is willing to take it. So I'm just giving y'all advice too. That's why I don't badmouth nobody on my channel. I don't say nobody's name because I don't know how far the people that I mention their names are willing to take it. I know how far I'm going to take it to defend myself and my life so I don't slip and I don't violate, so I don't talk about other people in a negative manner. Even when all their life is about negativeness. But I'm not going to go out here and put it up for views or to look cool. So I speak on the morals and code because that's what I stand by. And I'm letting the youth that is watching me and listening to me know the ugly, dirty truth of the game. I know, like I said, I just told you about a dude that killed his own father to get the herb gates. And then I asked him, I said, dude, that was your dad. Why would you kill your dad? He said, yo, I'm going to give him a chance for just give it to me. If no one give it to me, I'm going to tell him something. I go wet him up if I don't give it to me. Someone wet him up. I couldn't tell him he was wrong. Because if someone other than my father did that, me would have wet him up too. You understand? But I'm dealing with my family love and family morals so I wouldn't take my family's life. The same way your parents used to beat you. They don't even beat you no more. That's why everything is out of range. The same way my parents used to beat me. My mother, like I said, 88, love her to death. She beat the crap out of me. I hated my mother growing up. I didn't like my mother. I'm going to be honest. And this is how real I am in Unique Mecca Audio. I hated my mother growing up. She was too strict on me. She was too hard on me. But then as I got older and I started shaping into an adult, I realized that she was teaching me the right things. And I was hard-headed, so I got punished for that. I got chastised for that. That was chastisement by your parents in your home. But now when you go in the street and you get away from your parents and you start doing you, and then now you violate someone else on the street, and then they turn around and then they chastise you. Damn, why he even just beat me up like my mother beat me up? Why he had to shoot me? Because discipline comes from the disciplinarian. And you can't choose it, and you can't say, I would have only beat him. I would have only gave him a fair one. No, he chose to give you one in the face, man. You don't pick and choose how you want to deal with this. So let me ride back to Jason Mizell. You know, rest in peace again. I'm just giving it raw so that y'all understand. You're out there, you're selling drugs, you do a bad deal, you violate somebody, you're going to lose your life, man. Don't look at it that you could lose your life. Look at it that you're going to lose your life. Hopefully that would deter you from wanting to go out there because you don't want to lose your life. Listen, you don't get to do like, you know, on social media and put up a comment and then retract the comment. Put up a comment and then hide behind a fake name. You don't get no do-overs in life. You violate, you get punished. And the punishment comes from the punisher. So that's why you don't violate people. All of this, like I said, you know, karma. I spoke on karma the other day with Wendy Williams, right? She badmouthed everybody in the industry, everybody that we all love. And then now you got these good old civilians saying they feel sorry for Wendy Williams because they seen her going through her turmoil, but you didn't get to see the turmoil that her victims went through. But you feel sorry for her. I ain't gonna lie, I felt a little bad for her when I saw it too. But then I said, man, you know what? Karma's a bitch. Keep doing the right thing on YouTube, Unique Mecca Audio. Don't disrespect nobody. That way you don't have to bring nothing to you so you don't have to defend nothing. But a lot of these dudes, you can sit in your house and say anything and just call anybody a he cipher, monkey cipher, or whatever you want to call them. He cipher, truth, whatever you want. Because you expect to never see them because you're playing on your keyboard. But what are you going to do when you come across them in real life? Because karma's going to make that union. And then you get your chastisement. And what you're expecting is somebody to argue with you. Why you say that about me on YouTube? No. You might get something put in you. You might get something put in It's not worth it. I'm telling you it's not worth it. Because I've seen the worst. Like I've said, you know, you can't even imagine what it's like to even think about driving in the car, having dinner with someone that you know decapitated another human. And you're sitting next to him. You'll probably say, I'm not getting in the car with that nut. No, he's not a nut. He just exercised the extreme punishment. They watching what's going on in Memphis. They watching what's going on in Chicago. And everybody got their opinion. Oh, King Von is a serial killer. No, he's a soldier in a war on the streets of Chicago. Do you call the soldiers that go to Iraq and Afghanistan and kill those innocent babies and all those innocent people, do you call them serial killers? Or do you call them soldiers? Whether the government choose the war or you choose the war, when you enter into it, you're part of it, and now you must survive. So that calls for taking 20 lives, 50 lives, 100 lives, or one life. That's a part of the war. My brother got two to the head. He's dead. I can't sit here and cry for my brother's demise because he was a soldier of the war on drugs. So that's why I'm trying to prevent you from going there. So you rat bastards and future rat bastards that want to enter the game and think it's sweet, know that you can lose your life. And it's not worth it. That's what my message is. It ain't just talking about the 80s and 90s like these limited-brained, haters. Dude, y'all do your program, I do my program. I stay in my lane. Please stay in your lane. Please leave me alone. I don't want to have to come out of my character, and I definitely don't want to bring you out of your character. So just leave Unique Mecca Audio out of it, because I'm not up here talking about nobody in a negative manner. That's why I said rest in peace to Jam Master Jay and rest in peace to my brother, because I could relate, because I lost my brother to the streets. One, you can't say, oh, Jam Master Jay was a DJ, he was a musician, he was a civilian. No. If he allegedly crossed over and got involved with drugs with his godson and his childhood friend and he violated, then he got what comes with the game. And that's why I'm telling you, don't get involved with the game. Don't come back and tell somebody why you shoot my brother in the face. Because he violated the rules of the game. Oh, he was slipping. He making $1 million driving home, with big chains, all in the club spending money, and he wasn't watching his back, and I crept up on him and I blew your brother's face off because I wanted that money. That's what happened in the streets. That's why I say don't go out there. That's what happened in the streets. You don't pick and choose how a man deal with you and your violation and your Twitter fingers and your reckless mouth on YouTube. You don't saw a YouTuber, I saw maybe a year and a half ago, a YouTuber got bodied. And they hurried up and pushed it under the rug. And being that they pushed it under the rug, you still got these people on YouTube putting their lives in danger by talking about other people in a negative manner. Didn't your mother teach you, or your father, or your elder teach you, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all? Cut and dry and to the point. But because you could hide behind the keyboard and social media, you could, tell Unique Mecca Audio School you use a crackhead, use a this, use a that. You can tell them anything you want until karma brings you in front of them. And you can sit there, and I see dudes, calling each other out on YouTube because they disrespected them. You ain't got to call nobody out, my brother. Karma's going to bring you together, and then we see what we're made of. That's when you see if they got that same energy in person. And the energy I'm bringing is not what you expecting, because I'm not coming to talk and smile and kiki in nobody's face, because I don't disrespect nobody. So I don't take disrespect from no one. I'm not going to do it. But let's ride back. You know what, man? We've been on here long, but I'm not even gonna cut off yet because we ride. Let me give y'all, let me give y'all this little intro for a little pause for a couple of seconds, man. Let's get this party up. All right. I played that intro because I want y'all to know that that's how they're going to celebrate your demise when you get to the head for violating a drug deal, for violating a scam deal, for talking trash about someone. That's how they're going to party. And then they're going to play on social media saying, I can't believe they partying after he died. No, it is a party because he screwed up. Let's get it right. We don't need to play them games. I don't want you to wind up in prison. That's what my movement is about, to prevent you from going in prison. So I don't come up here and talk about other YouTubers. But for some reason, they like talk. I'm almost at 100,000, so we know why. And I know I look good. Round of applause to me. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed. They don't like the real, man. They don't like the real. Calm down, y'all. Calm down. Calm down. Let's give them this to take with them. Because shit is real in the Ville, my nigga. You know what I mean? Don't think it's sweet where you can just do what you want to do. It don't work that way. You know what I mean? It don't work that way. These buildings are the same as they was back then. All they did was put up new windows for you to see out and see the haters, clearer so you ain't even got to go down there. You know what I mean? But, I like New York City. I like New York City because it's gritty. You see how dark it is behind me? See all those buildings? You don't know what's happening. You don't know who's getting violated for being a Twitter finger on the joint. You don't know who's getting violated for, doing a bad deal, whether it's scamming or drugs. You don't know what's happening in those little cracks and crevices, but I do. I survived that jungle. And I'm telling you, you don't want to be a part of that jungle. Don't say I didn't tell you. You don't want to be a part of that jungle. I don't want your loved ones to bury you. Let me say that again. I don't want your loved ones to bury you. Just so that you get that. So that's what I'm doing on my channel. I'm giving you the real. Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. Love Run DMC. Love the music. Love the era. And I was with him myself. We all know from the Crush Groove movie. Let's just stop it, man. Let's just stop it. Don't get involved in illegal activity. Don't wind up in prison. That's what my movement is about. Whether I'm telling old stories that I lived that you probably couldn't survive. You know what I mean? Don't hate on me, my brother. I'm not proud of the trials and tribulations that I overcame. And I wouldn't wish them on you, not even you haters and rat bastards out there. Stop it, man. That's all I'm saying. Don't get involved in drugs. Don't get involved in hustling. Don't get involved in breaking the law. Set up a YouTube channel. Call Unique Mecca Audio. I'm going to help you with your channel. I'm not going to sit there and try and eat your back out and talk bad because you at 87,000 about to push 100. Only rat bastards and flip-flop wearing the public trolls do that. But we don't do that over here at Unique Mecca Audio. You know how many people call me, tell me they're doing a YouTube channel, they want me to help? What's my man name? Streets by V. Let me look up his name. I'm going to do an interview on his joint. He just started. He called me when he first began. You know what I mean? He called me when he first got into it. And I told him that I was going to do something for him. And I'm going to go ahead and get on his channel. And he don't have a lot of subscribers, but I'm trying to send him some of mine. Right here. Stories by V. He from Baltimore. Whoever watching this, go check out Stories by V. And you ask that man. I don't know him from a can of paint. He contacted me. He didn't have to go on YouTube and eat my back out like Mike Epps did Shannon, with the name Sharp, to put the press on Shannon Sharp to get him to get on the show. A nigga eat my back out. I just pray for karma to bring you in front of me, nigga. I pray for karma to bring you in front of me. I'm not going to bring you on my show and key in your face, nigga. Know who you playing with. I seen my man sent me a joint that Beanie Siegel was on Charlemagne joint. Charlemagne said something Beanie didn't like. And Beanie told him straight up, play with something safe, my nigga. We done had shootouts with the police. You know what I mean? We done had niggas shoot at us. We done been to prison. We done been to hell. You ain't experienced none of that, and you don't want to experience none of that. So play with something safe, my nigga. That's what Beanie told Charlemagne. And I love Charlemagne. I'm just a reporter, man. I'm just a journalist. But I'm just letting y'all know. Beanie Siegel, round of applause for telling him that. All right, relax, y'all. Relax, relax, relax. Relax, man. You know, relax. But that's what I'm talking about. Beanie told him, yo, play with something safe, my nigga. And the crazy part is the dude would say something to make you take his eyes out his head. And then they're going to say, but that was your man. No, he wasn't my man because he pulled a card that warranted being chastised and losing his eye at the hands of me. If I violate like that, I expect to lose my eyes or whatever the person that feels that I violated them decide to bring me. And I'm telling y'all now, don't cry for me, nigga. If I violate and a nigga do something to me, nigga, don't none of you cry for me. Like I said, when I got hit in the head, boop, and don't forget, round of applause to dude hit me in the head in the penitentiary. Dude hit me in the head with a lock in the sock. You know what I mean? Calm down, y'all. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. And I'm telling you now, I got nothing but most love and respect for the brother that hit me in the head, separated my nose from my lip with a lock in the sock. Could you coward rat bastard say that? Oh, you say, oh, he hit me in the head. I don't like him no more. No, what did you do to get hit in the head, nigga? Oh, he killed my brother. I don't like him. No, what did your brother do for him to kill him, nigga? And that's why I say don't go on the street, because you don't know what's up here in another man's head. And that's where I'm going to tap out, man. Cop the book of Raw and Harlem, man, and you rat bastards find somebody else to play with, man. Find somebody else to play with, because you already know, nigga, I done been through hell, nigga, and living on this earth, even as a free man doing YouTube, walking out my front door, I'm still in prison. And you stupid ass niggas don't realize you in prison too. All right? I'll break that down later if you need it. All right?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
What?
Fresh out the can of 26,
yeah.
He back on the strip, getting back in the mix.
Yeah.
What he mentions a gift.
Right.
You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this.
Real.
Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit.
Yeah.
Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn.
Real.
Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was wine. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.